right? So
like,
that the collection of fluid doesn't apply in that case. Really, the OMA only applies to like a hematoma. Is a collection of blood in the ear or under the skin. It's a hematoma. So most of the time, it's going to be a tumor or a mass.
Kind of going off that in the same context, like words like, or prefixes like in or intra, how they both are within is one of their definitions.
Yeah.
But are they used interchangeably, or is it like they're most commonly used with different?
Yeah, they're not really used interchangeably. It's just with different words, and I'm not exactly sure why they choose that. You know, it's just kind of something that when you see it, then you have to recognize it. So at this point, like we've done in the quizzes, at the beginning of the semester, I was giving you the different terms and having you put them together and give me the definition, right? And now I've been giving you the whole word and having you break it down and give me the definition. Okay? So you should be able to do that now at this point. You should recognize the words and say, okay, you know, this is that. So those words at the end are the activities at the back of your chapter where she puts the terms and puts them together and then has a blank space for you to give the definition. See if you can do it backwards from that, like cover up the terms and look at the word and see if you can break it down from that. That would be a good thing to do to study for the final. And one thing, I am working on doing the manual grading of your quizzes. And one thing that I noticed like a lot with words like erythrocytosis, okay, you look at that, and sometimes people want to break it down into erythro plus cyto plus osis. Okay? Anytime you have this with a cell, with a type of cell, you want to do it, break it there with the cytosis. Okay? Because if you break it down into erythro and cyto and osis, it means something different, right? Because osis is abnormal condition. Erythro is red and cyto is cell. So if you broke it down like this, you'd say it's an abnormal condition of the red cells. Abnormal condition, but you need to be more specific. So if you break it down as erythro and cytosis, then this is an increased number of red cells, right? Okay, so anytime you see this with like erythro or leuco or thrombo, anytime it's referring to some type of cell, it's always the cytosis, is the increased number of cells. Okay? Yes?
So like sort of going back a little bit when we were talking about like how some words are like have different definitions basically.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're breaking it down on the final, say we have like dyspnea, dys is like difficult or abnormal. Are you gonna care a whole lot which one we use?
Yeah, so look at the, and that's why I pulled this up too. If you look at the chapter notes that I've had, that I post under the news section, that's a good area to refer to for little things like that, like little subtleties. Like with dys, I said in there at one point, one of the definitions for dys is abnormal, but in my opinion, that's kind of a vague term. So for dys, I would prefer if you